Hey guys, Bloody Wheels here. Today we're back again with the Canik TP9 Elite SC. And if you haven't been following along here lately, I've introduced a couple mag sleeves for various compatible magazines that will function in this firearm here. If you're interested in those videos, go check them out on my channel. Today we're talking about another product I just released, and most of you know that these Elite SCs are optics ready. So you can put a red dot on top of here. Canik gives you a little plate so you can put your red dot right on top. And the nice thing is they give you a cover plate to cover that up if you're not using a red dot, which is nice because I'm sure many of you carry this pistol and do not use a red dot on it. So I came up with a few different colors there to give you an option to spice up your gun. This plate here is the same color as the slide in the tungsten gray, which looks really nice to me. But those of you who like to spice up your firearm, I'm going to give you that option, especially since this little trigger blade safety here is red. I think that that little plate there would kind of look cool to go along with the trigger there. So let's go ahead and safety check this firearm and show you what they look like and how to install them. And this firearm is clear. I mean, obviously, the first thing you're going to do is take out the two screws that are keeping this plate down. The nice thing about Canik is they give you a little toolkit with some extra screws and a little wrench. I'm not going to use the wrench. I've got a little better one here to make it a little bit quicker. I think it is a T10 Torx head. Let's go ahead and remove these screws now. Fairly easy. And you will have a little washer under each screw. So when you remove them, make sure that you take note of that, and wherever you're disassembling it, to make sure you don't lose them. They do give you in that little package there I just showed you some extra washers there. So let's take that one out and take this one out. Now you can see already my plate is trying to come off. I've had it off many times. And let me get my fingernail underneath it there. Well, it's not going to come off very easily. Now some of yours, especially if you haven't taken it off yet, will be pretty tight. Now if you read your owner's manual, they give you an option or give you an idea to get that off a little easier. So go ahead and lock that slide back, and you'll look underneath the slide, and those two holes right here, you can poke that little tool through and it will pop that plate out. So let's go ahead and do that now. If this wrench is too big, so let me get another little tool here that's a little bit smaller. Punched it through and the plate comes right off. Let's drop that slide back down. You see how it looks with no plate cover, whatever you want to call it. I think I'm going to call it the optics plate cover. So there's the factory one. And I'm giving you a few color options. The first is black. Okay. And this thing's only going to go on one way for those holes to line up. If you put it this way, you see the holes are not going to line up. Okay, so you go ahead and slide it in from the side until those holes line up right there. Before I put any screws in, just give you a visual how the black one's going to look. And I think the black one really looks nice, mated with the grip frame there instead of the tungsten gray. I think that looks really nice. Let's go ahead and try the red one. I think many of you are going to be excited to see how that looks. Now some of these are going to fit just a little bit tighter than the others, so it's a lot easier. Instead of trying to drop it down through there, you just line it up and slide it from the side until those holes line up. And let's see what that looks. Yeah, that looks really, really cool with the red trigger safety there and the red optics plate cover. So there's another option to spice up your gun. And here is a deep blue. And I don't know if I'm going to offer so many other colors. We'll see how these do. Once again, you'll slide it in from the side until the holes line up. And there is how the blue, the blue looks even pretty cool, even though the red trigger safety there. That looks really cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the black one back on. That's probably going to be the most popular option. So to put it on, you'll just install it just like you took the factory one off. You'll just start threading these screws in with the included tool from Canik. I go ahead and start one. I won't snug the first one down. I'll go ahead and start both of them, then snug them down. And of course, everything is harder on film. Let's see if I can capture it and do it at the same time. There we go. So you'll just start threading it. Yeah, see, I didn't get that one straight. This has to be absolutely straight. There we go. Something happened there. Just make sure that you're paying attention as you're doing this, not to cross thread the threads in your firearm. You do not want to do that. So be very, very careful. I'm not going to put too much torque on these, but don't forget your little washers there. That came off with the screws when you disassembled it. So this thing will assemble just like the factory plate that came on the firearm there. Now these are 3D printed. Those of you who are watching are not familiar with the products I offer. Everything that I sell I design myself and 3D print. These are made with a durable ABS plastic. I mean, there's nothing going to be, durability is not really necessary here. There's no red dots going to be here. This is just an aesthetic piece to make it look a little different than what comes from the factory. I think the black looks really, really nice. I thought I would like the red a little more, but I really like that black. So that's exactly how it's going to look. Let's go ahead and pop a mag back in. Yeah, I like that. I don't know how many of you guys would be interested in this. It was a fairly easy design for me. And these firearms here are gaining a lot of popularity. I mentioned in a few previous videos that the products for this gun right here is one of my top sellers now. I mentioned that my TAR stuff, which started the whole business, this is what started it all. And those were really good sellers for a time, but those have really slacked off here. And I don't know why. Maybe because there's competition out there, which is fine. And then maybe people are not buying them. I don't know. But anyway, this firearm here, the products have really taken off. So I'm going to try to offer as many products as I can for this piece. Once again, as I mentioned earlier, I make the mag sleeves for the 15 round and 2 18 round magazines, as well as the 20 round too. So if you're interested in some of those, go check out those videos. I just released a video not too long ago on the 32 round mag sleeve for this firearm. And here's the optics plate cover. So I'll keep in mind whatever else I can design for this thing. I don't know. I'm always thinking throughout the days just to see if I can come up with anything else. But this is the latest product, these optic plate covers. So if you're interested in something like this, go check out my website, bloodywheelsusa.com. I offer many different products for this firearm as well as many different other firearms too. So if you get a chance, I would appreciate you check out that website. And there you go. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a good day.